And coming our way next, we have our popular segment called Qanoon, and this will be hosted by our popular attorney at law, Mr. Raja Bhandari from the Law Office of Raja Bhandari and Sex and Settlements. This afternoon, Attorney Bhandari says, please know the responsibilities when buying or selling your business. Let's take a look.
Good afternoon, this is Raja Bhandari from Law Offices Raja Bhandari and Sex and Settlements, Annandale, Virginia. Welcome back, friends. Qanoon. We were talking about last time about the business, and if you want to purchase a business, what exactly you should do. As I said, a lot of time there are no requirements per se to get into the business, but at the same time, if you consult an attorney who knows how to prepare the documents for the business and can give you proper consultation for that, you should listen to that and should follow that. For example, from my everyday experience in our office, we do a lot of business closings, small business closings, gas station, subway, restaurants, hotel, motel, so many things. Now, think about it. It's very easy to get into business. I like business, I will handshake and get into the business. But the problem starts when you don't know what you're getting into, when you don't know you did not sign the proper paper, when you miss something. For example, let's say the seller owns a business and he has 2 loans. And then he did not pay off those loans, and the loans are lien against the assets of the business and which you purchased. Of course, he will give you bill of sale. Bill of sale clearly states that there is no lien, nothing. But at the same time, for the time being, you are in a situation. Whoever has a lien against the business, they basically own that assets. So you cannot deny the fact. Of course, you can take another route, go to court and fight that, but hassles, spending money, all that you forgot. So make sure when you buy a business, you make sure you hire a proper attorney, hire a competent real business broker, so they can give you proper guidance. For example, there is a lease. If you do not get the assignment of the lease when you are buying a business, obviously landlord can ask you to leave because you have no business in that particular place. If I own the business, the lease is on my name, and I sell you the business without documentation, and then third party lender comes in and says, who you are? So what are you going to say? So I bought the business. I don't care you bought the business. Question is, where is the assignment? Did I give you the lease to stay here? No. Lease is still on the other person's name, and the other previous owner, he's gone. Of course, landlord has an action against that person. You might have an action against that person, but question is hassle. Money, we make more money than settling the business for that matter. So we want to make sure that to begin with, when you buy the business, you should know what you're getting into. When you buy a business, you make sure that your attorney do the proper search, that there's no lien against the business, there's no lien against the person who's selling the business, and the business is free and clear. And second is that you should be checking what exactly the gross income is coming out of the business. You will be consulting an accountant for that matter, and then at the same time you can check the price of the business. There is an appraisal for the business, and then also you have to see what kind of lease the previous owner is, and your responsibility will be for the same rent, CAN charges, other charges for that matter. You have to review the lease properly, that I'm getting into a business, at the same time I will be paying these many. Let's say that owner says that rent is only $3,000 per month, but you forgot there must be other incidental expenses too, that might be $2,000 plus. So you have to understand, you have to do your due diligence in that matters, business research, document research, and the lien research. Then when all these things are ready, there will be a proper settlement for that business. The attorney will be paying off any liens against the business, any mortgages against the business. Then make sure that properly assigned lease is on your name or your company's name, and then there will be all other expenses will be put in an escrow, that in case anybody comes in, that look, this owner gives owes me money, then your attorney is keeping the escrow for that. So that way you are not responsible for any other people who were dealing with the previous owner. That may be any vendors, that may be any landlord, any mortgage holders, any note holder. For that way you are having a peace of mind. So you make sure those things happen. When we buy the real estate, any house, don't you go through settlement company? And settlement company does the proper title search. They do all the due diligence and all that. You check the prices from the other houses. You do the whole thing. Business is not, it's just like that. You don't underestimate that business is very easy to get in. Of course you can get in, but after that, whatever I talked about, those are the things that will haunt you back. You will lose peace. You are here to open the business to make money, not to spend money that you destroy the whole thing. You're spending, let's say, $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 to buy the business and maybe taking a loan on that, and then you're spending $100,000, $200,000 to correct the problems which you did not anticipate because you did not hire a proper attorney. You did not hire a proper broker. So make sure that, friends, when you buy a business, when you purchasing anything, do your research properly. Hire a competent business attorney, hire a proper broker. So these things matters. Now I have another question. When you are buying a business, sometime people say that should I buy the company or should I buy the assets? You have to understand one thing. When you buy a company, of course it might be less headache to begin with. You are not doing any licenses, you're trying to avoid the leases, but at the same time, your attorney should review it properly, because when you're buying a company, you're buying the whole baggage. That can be lien, that can be mortgage, that can be judgment against business. So the right way we recommend always to buy the assets of the business, not the company. So friends, time is up today. This is Raja Bhandari taking a leave. So long.